For a really long time, I was really good at being the person who did exactly what they were supposed to do. I showed up, I did the work, I was visible in the right rooms, I built the thing that they needed me to build, and I was good at it, like genuinely good. And it still wasn't enough, not in the way that actually mattered to me. And the day I stopped, nothing dramatic happened. I didn't quit, I didn't blow everything up, I just redirected my energy. I stopped giving the game, and by game I mean, working the corporate ladder, doing everything you were told to do. I stopped giving that my full strategic energy and started putting some of it somewhere that actually belonged to me. And let me tell you, things got 1,000 times better, which is what I want to talk to you about, because the better I got at playing by their rules, the more trapped I felt, the more trapped I became. Every promotion raised my lifestyle just enough to feel comfortable, but not comfortable enough to actually leave. Every pay rise raised my baseline. Every year I stayed made leaving that much harder. It felt like I was winning the game, but somehow the game was shrinking my options year on year. So I stopped. I started stacking the skills that were valuable, so things I could use inside a job or take completely elsewhere. So things like consulting, strategy, systems, things that I'd been learning and accumulating my expertise in my career for so long. Basically skills that compound and travel, not new skills, the same ones I've been using to build their thing, repositioned to build mine. And when your income can come from multiple places, you're not negotiating like your life depends on one person's decision anymore, because it doesn't. And another thing that I started doing was I started building exits before I needed them. So think career breaks. I use career breaks not as emergencies, but as intentional design choices. So I saved deliberately in high earning seasons, keeping the gap between what I earn and what I needed wide enough that stepping away didn't mean that my whole life was going to collapse. And in those gaps, in those intentional breaks, I started questioning my lifestyle entirely. Like, what does this life actually cost me? And what decisions, what can I do now that would make my life better? I started asking things like, where can my money go further? What am I maintaining because it looks right rather than because it feels right? And here's what I want you to understand. The system produces one outcome by design, which is dependency. And dependent employees stay longer, negotiate less, and they tolerate more. And if you're that person, you've been optimizing inside a system that benefits from your compliance. And that is not a conspiracy. That's just facts. That's just the structure of how traditional work works. And the moment you see it for what it is, then you can start making different choices. And I write about exactly this every week in my newsletter, which basically covers the structural stuff that nobody wants to say out loud and what to actually do with it. Part of the whole battle is understanding that you don't actually have to play by these rules. There are other options available to you. There are other options for you to live by, but you can't use them if you don't know about them. So if that sounds right up your street, the link to join is in my bio, because the version of you that stops doing what you were supposed to do, let me tell you, that person's a lot more interesting.